guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Jordan. My channel name is Raising Rises because I have two little babies here, under 2 right now. This video has been highly requested. It's what I eat in a day on keto. So instead of like bring you along with me, I am horrible about pulling the camera out in public. I am going to just show you kind of what I eat in a day, or show you what I would do or explain. So at this time that I did keto, I was working pretty much a 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday. It was really hard to start a diet and stick to it because I wasn't home and being able to cook everything. So the great thing about keto is that you can still eat out. So that was like the mind blower for me, because most diets you can't eat out. But it's so easy to eat keto at fast food restaurants or eating out for dinner. That's what sold me, because I'm a mom of 2, like I said, under 2. And it's sometimes I get so tired I don't even want to make dinner, and that was the hardest part for me on a diet. So this is why I love this diet. So I'm going to start with what I would eat for breakfast. I usually stuck to 2 options because it was the easiest for me, and I liked these options. Now there's a crap ton of things you can find on Pinterest. That was my best friend with some of these recipes, and I just kind of made them how I like them. Everybody's taste buds are different, so you need to find something for you. We're all different. But this is what I ate in a day. This is how I lost the 47 pounds for my body. I am now at 60 almost. It's like 59 point something, almost 60 pounds, you guys, on keto. I have not worked out one day. I don't have time. Like, my kids are my workout. I'm going to try this year, as in 2022, to start working out and toning my body. That's my goal. If you've been here, you know that my goal was, if I lost my total weight, my reward to myself is a boob job. So that is where that came in. I hope that I do lose weight, because they need to be fixed after 2 kids. You know that ain't pretty if you're a mama here. So we're gonna jump right in to our video of what I actually eat in a day. Guys, this is where I start every morning. No matter what I ate, I always have to have my coffee. Now, the coffee I use is this big guy right here, Folgers. I am the old lady when it comes to coffee. My nanny or grandma drinks Folgers. That's what I was raised on. It's really hard for me to drink any other coffee. This coffee is strong. And I love the smell of it. It smells so good. Like, I can smell it when I'm hitting it. But this coffee gives me energy, and that's what I love. It also tastes so good. It just has a homey taste. For me, this is what I grew up on. This is the coffee I choose. You can choose any coffee. I would not recommend like caramel drizzle flavored coffee, just coffee grains in general. You can have any type of coffee grains. Now, I put this coffee into my coffee maker. This is my Ninja. It's my new coffee maker. I used to have just the K-Pod. It does not matter what coffee maker you have. Pop it in, run your coffee, pour your coffee into your cup. Fill it 3/4 of the way, so about right here. And then I just use plain old half and half. Like I said, I'm the grandma when it comes to coffee. My grandma drinks her coffee black, but my great-grandfather drank it with half and half or original coffee creamer. And actually, original coffee creamer is kind of bad. I can have half and half, and it does not count like the other creamer does. So this is where I saved me some carbs to eat during the day instead of in the morning, and it tastes fine with this. I usually did the serving size. This is 2 tablespoons. I actually did 4 because my coffee maker does make it pretty strong. I did 4, and it's like 2 cups of coffee. But that is my go-to for my drink. Now, breakfast food, let me tell you about that. There is these moms that can get up and make a full breakfast and all that. This mama can't, okay? I can't even get up out of bed to do anything in the morning. I hate it. So what I did is I found a keto yogurt. That was the hardest thing for me to find, ladies. Like, the hardest, because some of the yogurts are nasty, and you can taste the protein and the chalkiness of the yogurt, and I cannot stand that. I can't stand protein shakes that are chalky either, before I jump on to the next thing, so I can explain that. So for breakfast, I either did my coffee with 2 fried eggs, air fried bacon, and half of an avocado. The avocado is good fats. The eggs don't count, or they give you the calories that count. You only get like 2 grams of net carbs, and your bacon is 0 net carbs. You just have to watch your calorie intake with your slices of bacon, and it's air fried, so it's nice and crispy, tastes great, and you're lowering the grease count for you. That is what I eat normally for breakfast, besides this other guy. Let me pull this up. Okay. The other option that I ate for breakfast, I would still do the same coffee. I would eat this yogurt, the yogurt I was talking about. It's called Ration Keto Friendly. I love the black cherry. I also like strawberry. Coconut and vanilla, it tastes kind of chemically to me, and I couldn't stand it. Some people do like it. They also have a mango. Never tried it. But this one in particular, I really love. I pretty much ate it like every day because it was a grab and go to work. Like grab my coffee, grab this, run out the door. I didn't have to make a breakfast. Now, if I had time to make a breakfast, usually on the weekends is when I ate the fried eggs and bacon. So this was my go-to. Find a yogurt that you like. This was keto friendly. Didn't really count me anything. Gave me my sugar intake I needed. Gave me the sweet tooth. It also covered my calories. I will go over an app at the end of the video about what app I use to count my macros and how I kept that in line too. With this, most times I would have this coffee because it inked up my protein and it kept me full almost through lunch. So I didn't eat a big lunch. If I didn't have time to eat lunch that day and I knew that, I would do this coffee. If I didn't and I had time to eat lunch, I would make the coffee I showed you guys earlier. So this coffee is my favorite. Get yourself a Starbucks reusable cup or any of those reusable cups. I think these are either 16 or 20 ounces. I can't remember. I've had these for years. I have like 2 or 3 of them, and everybody always asks, what's your Starbucks drink? It's not a Starbucks drink. The only thing that would have been Starbucks about it, if in that picture, would have been a double shot of espresso. Whenever on my Instagram, I'll put my handle down below. Follow me there. On my story highlights, I do say the way that you can go through the drive-thru Starbucks and get it too. This is a cheaper way to do it. Your Starbucks cup. These are reusable. You can buy them at Starbucks. They will sell them to you. That's where I get them. Go to Starbucks. You order it to start your coffee with the protein. You order it a double shot of espresso over ice in a venti cup. So this is considered like, I think this is a grande, but I think it's a venti. It works the same. So I buy this medium roast unsweetened iced coffee from you can get Target, Walmart, wherever, and that sells it. This is what I use as espresso or coffee, and it kind of tastes the same with this protein shake. So I pour this in to about, if you guys can see, I fill it to about this green lighting. I fill it with ice after I put that in. And then I pour this protein shake. It is 30 grams of protein, you guys. It also is only 1 gram of sugar. And it's 160 calories. So it's low calories, high protein, no sugar pretty much. But this is what I pour in there. I pour it in on top of there, and it tastes like a caramel latte or caramel coffee, caramel iced coffee, whatever you want to call it. It tastes like that. And I pass by it and drink my protein, and that's what's important. So there's that. That was my 2 breakfast options that I would eat in a day. I still do it to this day, honestly. It's easier. Also, there is a alternative. I have it right here. Right now for the holiday season, they had pumpkin spice. I got these off of Amazon. I haven't seen them in store, but you can get chocolate, strawberry, cookies and cream, any flavor that you like. Just this one in particular tastes like coffee. The pumpkin spice isn't a very strong flavor, but I still drink it with that coffee too, and it tastes fine. I don't like cookies and cream, strawberry, chocolate, anything like that. I've never tried. You can go for it yourself, but I'm not doing that. So that is my breakfast, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and head to lunch. Okay, guys, now it's lunchtime. Still in the same kitchen, huh? I would take you along with me, but I'm just gonna explain to you guys what I order for lunch. Most of the time I was at work, and at our lunch hour, because I work at a fast food restaurant, we were busy at lunch. So lunch was kind of cut short for me. I usually would do like snacks for lunch, or I would actually go to a store and order lunch. I really didn't eat lunch at home. If I did, it'd be something small. Lunches were always small because I amped up on my protein in the morning because I'm an early riser. Just depends on how you are. So I usually do these snap packs. They're almonds and cheese. These are really good for you. They have the vegetables, the ranch, the almonds. You can have all this stuff, and that was great. I would either do these, or I would go to Chick-fil-A. That was my favorite place, so I did this. Which you can do this anywhere, but Chick-fil-A, I would get the grilled nugget combo, the 12-piece, with a almond kale salad, I think it's called, or something, kale salad. I would get that with a either diet lemonade, diet pop, zero pop. You can have any of that on your diet. or an unsweet tea, and then I would either sweeten it with stevia or Splenda or Sweet and Low, 0 sugar, you know. That was my favorite go-to, and I loved grilled chicken, so that was lean, also lean meat, so it helped too. That's the key to this diet also, is ordering things without the buns. Okay guys, or like the rice or the pasta. That is where, if it's sitting in front of you, it's a temptation. And that was the hardest thing for me, because I love temptation. Trust me, my pantry is a temptation every single day. But I have learned my pantry I can walk away from. If it's sitting in front of me in the car, I'm gonna eat it. And that's where I took the temptation away. So always take your temptation away. Just don't order it at all. Take it off. Chick-fil-A was my go-to. Browns I've done before. A lot of places you can order without the rice or beans or whatever. You can order sides. I did sides. Also for lunch, because I could do Taco Bell. I love the steak taco, which they don't have anymore, but you can still order a side of steak, avocado ranch, cheese, and lettuce. I put that all in one bowl and I eat it. I usually did 2 of those, so I'd order 2 sides of everything, put it into the big bowl, stir it all together and eat it. It curbed my appetite for that, and I didn't have to eat the tortilla. So that was my lunch, you guys. Dinner was my favorite. Lunch was snacks, healthy snacks, anything you can find. Pinterest will be your best friend. You've got to find something that works for you. This is what just worked for me. So dinner, of course, is the biggest meal of the day. Recently I found some really good ones I like. But dinner, I go for the meat. Okay, so I eat red meat, steak, chicken, everything grilled. Steak was my like go-to just to get my protein. I craved red meat. So I ate that. And then on my sides, I would eat steamed vegetables. That's what saved me money. Also, doing the diet, it also saves you money because you can eat out. It's quick and easy, or it can save you money. Eat steamed vegetables. This was my go-to one. It is broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, and cheese sauce, lightly sauced. This saved me so much, and this has like 2 or 3 servings, so I would save it in the fridge and just heat it up later for my next meal. But this kind of kept me full with my protein. And the thing about this diet, it keeps you full so long, you guys. Like sometimes I would skip lunch, and that's really bad. You don't want to do that. So I always snacked at lunch because I was so full and I didn't want to engorge myself. So I never did that. So I did this with like my steak, did this with my chicken. Also, soups that are like not keto, but you can make them keto. Like I made broccoli cheddar soup like Panera, but I used bone broth and the proper healthy ingredients, and it's keto and it tastes so much better. I'm not even gonna lie. I made that recently. I'll try to leave a link, like the lady down below that made it. She does a lot of keto stuff. I follow her on Instagram, and she made this keto soup and I'm absolutely in love with it. She also makes all kinds of other breads. I've made blueberry muffins. Those are my favorite. I still have a package. You can also buy keto packages from Sprouts. Just make sure you read on the back if it has wheat or flour. It is not keto. It may say keto friendly, but it's not because it has wheat or flour. You can also get keto bread. I go by this bread. It's Superior Keto Bread. It does not taste weird, and that was my problem with bread, is finding what didn't taste weird. That's what I eat as bread now. I'm still not eating like proper bread, but that's what I eat if I eat breakfast with bread or make a little sandwich. That's what I eat. But I did like ham rolls with cream cheese. I liked pickles. Those things are good for you. You don't want corn, potatoes. They're vegetables, but they're not good for you. So you need to look up the keto requirements and things that you can and cannot have. Pinterest will be your best friend. It'll have a list of things that you can have. I eat tuna. A lot of people don't like that. But you have to find what works for you. That's pretty much what I ate in a day. I have 2 littles. Most of the time, not gonna lie, that lunch chicken from Chick-fil-A, I ate 90% of the time for dinner. Just because I got out of work at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I'd run through the drive-thru. That was my dinner. I made my kids something to eat, and we got ready for bed because I had to be at work at 6 a.m. So our bedtime here was 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Our dinner time is at 3. So it all depends on your schedule and how it works for you. But I just wanted to tell you guys what I eat in a day and how I can help you with that. That's what I used. That's what worked for me. You need to find things that work for you or ingredients that you like. I also ate, I will show you guys the flour and sugar that I use as well. I recommend these because they don't taste grainy and you don't really see a difference. Baking or like making something that needs sugar or flour, these are what I recommend because flour is bad for you and the sugar is bad for you. So you want to substitute something that's better for you. So the flour I use is almond flour. I got this one, I believe. I got this one from Aldi's, I believe, or Walmart, one of the two. One of the two I got it from. This for sure was the money saver. It's expensive to buy, but you don't use very much of it when you cook stuff. I've made probably 4 or 5 pans of the blueberry muffins and I still have like a quarter of the bag left. And I have another bag down there because I thought it was gonna run out, and it's not like normal flour. You don't use a lot of it. This is the almond flour I use instead of flour. When I do like make stuff, I substitute this instead of flour. The sugar I use is this monk fruit blend, 0 calorie sweetener. This almost tastes like cane sugar to me, you guys. I don't taste it raw out of the bag, obviously, but I use these for my blueberry muffins and they taste just as sweet. I really like these, but this is the only sugar I recommend for anything, even coffee. You can put this in your coffee if you want it sweetened. This doesn't really count against you. It's 0 everything. So you can put this in your coffee and it's not gonna hurt you like other sweeteners would. And then my last but not least, I can't say this word, so I'm just gonna show it. You need this when you make soups or like blueberry muffins or things like that to thicken it, because almond flour is not like normal flour. It's not gonna thicken up, but this is what I use. This one's of course from Sprouts, but any of these I'm pretty sure you can get from Sprouts or Walmart. These are the brands I recommend. I would totally check them out. Sprouts will be your best friend when it comes to eating keto. They're very affordable pricing on things. Now you have to watch out. There is some things that are overpriced that you can get at Walmart for cheaper. So check that out. The app, I almost forgot. The app, you guys. So the app that you need to get is called Carb Manager. I'll put a screenshot of the app picture up here. You select keto, you put in your current weight and your goal weight. It will ration out your net carbs for you. It will show you your macros that you need. It will tell you how many calories a day that you can have, and you put that all together, and that's how I worked. I got so used to using the app that it didn't really bother me more, but I got so used to eating the way I ate, I didn't have to put it in the app anymore. It also helps with your water intake. I drank 8 glasses of water a day, and it was like maybe 4 bottles of water, and by that time, I already drank it by noon, so I didn't have to drink any more water if I didn't want to. Also, most important thing, because I know you mamas on here watching, how did she do this without caffeine? I have my coffee. That was the #1 thing you could not take from me, and this diet does not do that. Also, I drink 0 pop. I'll show you my 2 favorite. My 2 favorite pops. Before I switched fully over, I did cherry cola 0. That was my go-to pop. I drink that day and night after I drink my water during the day. So these 2 now are my favorite. I go between the cherry pop and this, but sometimes the cherry kind of burnt me out for a while. It started to taste a little funny, so I switched it up. Mountain Dew 0 and Coca-Cola 0. These almost taste like regular, you guys. I went through all the 0 pops, if you can trust me. These are the ones. Besides Root Beer 0, I love that one too. They just don't sell it in cans very often, so these are easy to find at the store. I would totally go for these first when you try 0 pop before you try anything else. Maybe something else tastes better to you. I'm a Pepsi girl. I love Pepsi, but Pepsi 0 tastes freaking nasty, and so does Diet. You can also have Diet Pop on this diet. That's what I like too. I like Diet Mountain Dew, so my mom drinks that, so I can go to her house and drink Diet Mountain Dew. It's not a big deal. Or you can drink Diet Pop out in public, because they don't have, a lot of places don't have 0. Now people are catching up, like Chick-fil-A has 0. A few restaurants have 0. I always ask when I go to the drive-thru, do you have a 0 pop? They'll say yes or no. If they don't, you can order a Diet Pop or water, whatever works for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is everything about my keto and what I ate on keto. I tried to squeeze everything there, trying not to forget everything. It's a lot to take in. Get the app. It will help you immensely until you get used to it. That was the hardest thing for me. I did not know how to eat on keto. I did not understand it. Pinterest, I looked and looked and looked and found what worked for me, and figured out what keto meant, what you could or could not have. Luckily, I had a work mom that did keto all these years. She's lost a lot of weight, and I had her to ask. if you guys have questions, don't be afraid to comment on my video. Send me a DM. I will answer you and try to help you. I take my grain of salt from her, and I'm thankful for her to be there for me and help me lose all this weight. And no judgment. Nobody has judgment here. I was over 200 pounds, you guys, and now I'm not, and I'm still going, and I'm so proud of myself. I have no idea, like, you guys have no idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Tell me what you want to see. Bye.